Ivan Katz here at Tortoise Disc Golf Park in Fort Myers, Florida. Used to be called North Fort Myers, they just changed the name. I have a video of the front 9 here elsewhere on YouTube, check that one out. Now I'm playing the back 9 starting at number 10, and I'll be talking about what I throw and why I throw it and giving you some helpful hints along the way. Let's get started. So number 10 at North Fort Myers Park, also known as Tortoise Disc Golf Course, is well, it's a ways back here and you can't see it at all from the tee. The tee is going to be back over here, way down here. It says maybe 265 feet, but it's longer. I mean, you would have to throw a straight line pretty much, I think, about this way, and there's pretty thick rough on either side along a skinny fairway. I'll show it to you from the other side. Here, now you can see what I'm talking about. Very tough. Number 11, really tough because you've got a long fairway and then it kind of dog legs to the left, and of course you don't want to fade to the right, and then you're out of bounds over this fence. Okay, the Hex Rakuten, great disc, got me out past all the trouble and didn't fade to the right because I threw it a specific way. It's a flippy disc for me. That means it has a tendency to turn over. It's the third number. If that third number is negative, that's an understable disc. That means when you throw it on a hyzer, it'll turn over for a forehand flick. Right hand, backhand, if you throw it on a hyzer, it should turn up. So beginners should be throwing understable discs. It'll help you turn your disc over and get more distance. Now with this one, it can be very flippy, and it's windy here. I didn't really know how to throw it, so to speak, so what I did is I went with caution. I threw it with a little more flat, maybe I tried for a bit of almost flat anhyzer, maybe just a hair, to make sure that it turned this way and turned over. And it happened to work out beautifully. It made it through the gap here, and still a long way from the basket. I'd say it's about 65 feet, but still, a putt is a putt. If you can see the basket and you're putting, it's a putt. So I'm very pleased with this drive. My maximum distance is probably 285, and under these conditions where you're trying to weave through trees, I feel very good about having made it this far. I'm not one of those players that throws 350. When I was younger, I could probably throw about 300. I used to throw on a football field and I could make it from zone to zone, barely. So max 300 20 years ago. Now 285 on the same football field. So know your distance, know what you can do, and plan your shots accordingly. Number 12, a bit like 11 without so much rough on the left, but still a fence on the right to think of. Okay, good result with the Discraft Heat. It tends to be a very stable to understable disc, so it just kind of turns over and stays on its path. The wind is causing fluctuations. If you've seen some of my shots today or a couple baskets ago, it's just raising the disc, lowering it, you know, all sorts of crazy conditions with the wind. But this one was a little wonky, but probably just outside the circle, probably well outside the circle actually, 40-45 feet to the basket. Unfortunately, it turned too much and hit this tree. Number 13, 274 feet straight ahead with lots of problems on either side. Okay, so the Discraft Express throw it with some hyzer, and it hyzer flips and just stays straight. Really nice straight long distance disc for me, and I love the way it flies. Basically just aim it at the target with some hyzer, let it flip up and do its thing, and it's pretty darn stable. I like it. Maybe 12 feet from the basket for the easy birdie. 14 is actually blind. You can't see it from the tee pad. So there you go. Tough shot because it's blind. And as usual for Florida, lots of rough. A good tip here would be to look at a tree near the basket. Take this one right here and focus on that when you're throwing. Look at it. That way you can avoid everything else and just aim for where the basket is. Because I know that my shot will fade a little bit to the right. So it's a good idea to aim for something just left of the basket. Oh my God. So, Crank SS, one of my favorite discs. Check elsewhere on YouTube for a full review of this disc alone. But it's very stable for me. Was understable, it's broken in, and now I just throw it flat and let it do its thing. It gets me where I'm going, well, usually. This time it left me short, but I was really concerned about staying out of the rough. I threw it low and in control. Don't throw your discs high and out of control here. You'll never find them in the brush on the sides. Stay low. That's not to mean too low. You need to have some height on your discs, but throw them at a good level height and throw them hard at the target. There you go. I'm definitely outside of the circle, probably 55 feet from the basket. 15 is straight ahead and rough on either side, but it is a pretty wide fairway, and that's a good thing. The Discraft Heat here, I did not throw it high enough. It's a pretty stable to understable disc for me. Turns over the harder you throw it, well, for me anyway. And I did throw it too low, so I didn't get the distance I needed here. Plus there's two blocker trees here. It's going to be a tough putt. Let's see what I can do. Well, thanks for watching the back nine here at Tortoise Run in Fort Myers, Florida. A great course. Lots of rough though. You got to be careful. I didn't quite get to finish it up because I've got other things going on today, unfortunately. But it is a great course. You can see from 10 through 16 that I played. It's certainly challenging and a lot of fun to play. Plus the weather's always great here in Florida. Don't forget to check out my other Florida disc golf videos. I do travel videos all the time, a lot of stuff out of the DC area. Check out those courses and all the places I've played all over. I also have reviews of discs, so check out all my disc golf videos. If you like cars, like this one, just Google Drivin Ivan in any car and you'll find it on YouTube. Check out my video for Wicked Game. It's a literal video. It's kind of funny. I think you might like it. A couple documentaries and also other various videos about the Chelsea Hotel in New York, and also Andy Warhol's life in Pittsburgh. Check that one out elsewhere on YouTube too. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I'm Ivan Katz.